I was saying, I think the issue to do with my serial links is it's not that much of an issue because this connection between routers is supposed to be a serial link, this one. Then this connection between the router and switch, that's a straight through that is being used there. That's not the problem. Problem here is in identifying the last hope. The last hope inokuudza parikugumira mapackets. Mapackets kana arikugumira pana, it means haasi kusvika next hope iri. So problem yedu ndopa iri pa. But mapackets akasvika panapa, then probably would have had an IP address imwe apo pasecond hope. Right. I think basically that's it. Our answer is D there. 41, which protocol is used by traceroute? I think we've responded to this one already. Which version 6 ICMP message is sent when the IPv6 hop limit field of a packet is decremented to 0, then the packet cannot be forwarded. Time exceeded. Then question, what is the equivalent of hop limit in IPv4? And then the response to that one, what is the equivalent of the hop limit field in IPv4? TTL, voila. Not very handy. Then these are the answers. I think we did ICMP and we talked of codes. Responses that you get in the form of codes to tell you why the network is not reachable. So if we have a code 0, I think this is code 0, network not reachable. Then code 1 is host not reachable. Code 2 is probably, this is probably code 2. Not sure about this one, but it should be code 3. You should be able to identify those codes. Next time you do a ping and it's not successful, try to find those codes. It will tell you the reason why that ping was not successful. Right, number 43. A user executes the trace route over IPv6. At what point would a router in the path to the destination device drop the packets? A user executes a trace route if the hop limit reaches 0. I think let me keep my chart here. Can I pin it? Right, I can. So the answer is B, yes. Let's move. 44. Purpose of ICMP messages. No. No. A or C. To pay demand some chat. These are the answer. Okay, C. Provide feedback of IP packet transmission. No, I don't think so. B. Ensure the delivery of an IP packet. In narrative wrongly, it does not ensure. Does it ensure ICMP message? Does it ensure that a packet is delivered? Church English. Does it ensure? I don't know. Right, what I know is ICM packets can be used to inform routers about network topology changes. Network topology, no. RA, network topology changes. Yes. RA and RS messages by IP, upon a guarantee. Thank you. This question is tricky. I'm swayed to this one to provide feedback of IP packet transmission. What feedback? And because we know ICMP, share about ping. Ping basically is used to confirm if there is connectivity. If there is connectivity, that's what ping is used to confirm. It does not ensure the delivery. Ensuring the delivery, that's something else. I can take this one, provide feedback. I can take this, but I'm not so sure. Let us refer 44. I'm not so sure about that question. Let me see my answers. You can always go back when you revise, when you watch through this video. Don't on your answers up. Asri, the purpose of ICMP messages to provide feedback about issues that are related to the processing of IP packets. Providing feedback. Okay. So the answer, yeah. If I was in this exam, I think I need to answer this one. To provide feedback of IP packets transmission. Okay. Let's take C. Yeah. Let's take C. I was thinking more of A from the sense in which if there is a new device in the network, there is an exchange of RS and RA messages between the device and the router. Therefore, RS, it informs the router of a topology change because there is an additional device. Sharon Aropisa. Okay, this one is not the answer. Sharon Aropisa. I don't know what you got about the game is. Well, 45. So 44 we take C. Makes sense though, makes sense. What source IP address does a router by default use when the traceroute command is issued? What source? Is it not the address of the device? What source? The IP address of the outbound interface. The lowest configured IP address of the router. Okay, what source IP address does a router use? Okay, as a router. Which one is the answer there? When the traceroute command is issued. Inbound, outbound, the IP address of the outbound interface. So if we have a network like this, interface inoshanda ichi interface outbound not inbound. Go and answer Ediba. The highest configured IP address on the router, no. Loopback, no. Lowest configured. I think our answer is C. Hopefully, this is the outbound interface. I was thinking this could be the outbound interface. This one, outbound interface. Any help from the chat? C makes sense. Yeah, C makes sense, but we actually want to explain decision reading. Making sense is not enough. 45. Mentioning a router will use the IP address of the exit interface as the source. This source, this default behavior can be changed by using an extended ping and specifying the source IP address. Exit interface is used as a source. The outbound interface here. Okay. Makes sense. And outbound already. little bit outbound, actually inbound. No, never. Inbound, in this case, is, even though inbound interface is, even though outbound is. Can I do sender from this PC? Inbound interface. Yeah, I think chachirungu ja. Uh, but let's take C for 5. Let's take C because it makes a lot of sense. The other ones, they don't. Match description with an appropriate IP address. Okay, they already matched depending on where you are standing. Okay, if I'm standing with PC1, what is this interface A? Outbound from local communication. Exit interface. Ah, okay. I have a lot of questions here, but I think let's interface B inbound from incoming communication. Okay, still got a lot of questions. Now let's try to finish this. Don't want to talk about inbound and outbound. A link local address. Okay, these ones are already in order. Let's go to 47. The user issues a ping and receives the response that includes a code 1. What does this code represent? Host unreachable. Information Java code 0, their network, 1, their host, 2 should be protocol. 3, I think they're gonna port and whatnot. I think the first 2 are very important, those ones. All right. So our answer here is A. The 48, which subnet would include the IP address 192.168.196. I'm realizing IPv6 is a bit tricky, huh? My question is IPv6, another way to get away past. Don't only focus on IPv4. For example, IPv6 it doesn't have a lot of things, but I think all my questions are tricky. So for that one, address your host. Which subnet will it belong to? Right, can I do a /26? I'm adding 64. Up and one answer the issue. Right, can I do a /27? I'm adding 32. So my networks are actually 32 or 64 or 92. I know she get or 96. I mean, this one I know she gets well. 64. Right? Do you know what we are doing here? Do we have an answer? So we have a network in IP address, host, and we want to find which subnet it belongs to. So if we take number 1, that subnet, what is the maximum number of addresses that we can have per BID? Why isn't it ever be? /27 network is /27 again. Let me look at /26. So if I do this, I think that's another tip, but I do /26, address 64, /27 address 32. So you need to go and get 96 becomes a network ID. It becomes a network ID. 32 plus 64. Voila. Who is that? Miss Michena, Murupi Sagana naming of foods. So I hit a yes. And I don't know about the camera. I think that is a 96 above, but I couldn't figure it out. Okay, it makes sense. So our answer here is A, definitely A. This one, I think 96 no gonna with no gonna with 96 no gonna with let's continue with this one too. Slash 28. Let me address my 16. 32 plus 16, 8. 48 plus 16, 64 plus 16, 80. Yeah. 96 no blade by network footer. I think it's probably the same but I'm gonna blade by network as well. Yeah. So now we're quite. I like what I'm seeing. Right, number 49, we don't have packet tracer. Number 50, the host is transmitting a broadcast. Which hosts will receive it? Everyone. All the hosts in the same subnet. This one is our answer. I'm not looking at every other answer here. The host is transmitting a unicast. Which host? One. These ones are simple. 52. User issues a ping, receives a response that includes a code 3. What does this code represent? Yeah, PV6 ngiyadzoka futhi. Who remembers Makosa? D, protocol. I'm so familiar with IPv4. Yeah, let's confirm Makosa Sarena Foreign. Boys, really them to stick in my head as well. This is 13 and science. 12. Just a minute, I'm trying to find Makosa and Unplug so that I can print them in my head once for all. Until tomorrow. Uh, right. So I knew these ones for IPv4. Net host protocol port. Then these ones, no route to destination. I think network is one of the network communication with the destination administratively down firewall. I think host as well, beyond the scope of the source address. What does this mean? Beyond the scope of the source address. Address unreachable. Hey, IPv6. This calls for version 6. Not making sense in my head. Question mark here. Mogarra Pasmaco is IPv6. IPv version 4, they are very straightforward. AICMP4, I mean, very straightforward. Network not reachable, host not reachable, protocol not reachable, port not reachable. These ones, it's not making sure. But number 3, number 3, address unreachable. Does that even mean? Address unreachable. Ilbert answers. There it is, address unreachable. Maybe let's just confirm what that means. ICMP version 6, unreachable ports. Let me see. It's the same address. Same explanations. The destination is administratively forbidden, okay, by the firewall. Beyond the scope of the address, the destination is outside the scope of the source address, e.g. Makes sense. I hope it's also making sense to you. Beyond the scope of the source, e.g. link local destination from a global source. So if you try to ping a link local address from uh, GUA, that's when you get this two here. You need to link a GUA with a GUA. Then address unreachable, the destination address cannot be resolved, invalid or non-existent. How? Because this is something to do with resolving with MAC addresses. Not sure. Port unreachable, this one I understand. Right. I'll leave this one to you. Canada's on a better explanation. I'll come back to you, but I see MP version 6E on macOS IO. They're still a bit confusing to me. Address unreachable. Let's go. Number 67. Ping code 0, network unreachable. Version 4 easy. Protocol. So this is code 1. This is 2. And this is 3. At least, but a version 4. Very easy. So basically, pagaita code 3. Let's talk of code 3. Pagaita code 3, it means the network is reachable. It means the host is reachable. It also means the protocol is functional. The only problem, everybody say purport. JSS is very correct. Basically, that is what that means. We have a code 4. Code 4, ingane siyabhesera isukene port. I think code 4 and then a port kwa IPv6. No man. Number 1 ingane she. Number 0, I mean. Number 1, then get a firewall. Number 2. Hey, what's the answer there? Number 68. Well, I don't have version 6 in my head at all. Oh, hey, yeah, I think they're on our way. A because version 6, okay, let's eliminate. Hakuna version 6 ish. Yeah, go version 6. Yeah, go for it. I think I can find an answer that way. It makes sense. Uh, code Rwanda. Code 0, network. Code 4, port. Code 2, right. Code 2, the firewall. It's not this one. It's not this one. It's not Havana West. Beyond the scope of the source address. And our answers are done. Second one is with A. But I don't try to explain our cause here, efficient 6 here. Okay, my answer is going to perfect now. Let me break to one of my cause efficient 6. I think we still have a couple of minutes. Okay, is when a router cannot find a route to the destination in its routing table. So the network is unreachable. This one, code 0. Code 1, firewall. Code 2, IBOP. Code 3 indicates issues with address resolution. Okay, so this one, address resolution, is definitely to do with the MAC address. That's that's also one of the problems, I think, when you get to actually troubleshoot networks. It's layer 2. That's a very common problem. You have an IP address, but you cannot resolve to get the MAC address. There is no communication that will be there. So you need to work on addressing the issue to do with that address resolution thing. Code 4, commonly seen when a service or application is not running on the destination port. You don't have a service. All right. Thank you very much, Sharon Lloyd. I think we're good for the day. Tomorrow, inshallah, we start transport, transport layer. Very interesting module. Very, very much interesting. So tunaona na mangwana. Any questions? Any comments? Besides ukuthi murupisa yini? None. Thank you.